And even though we're very early into the season, Stan, what do you make of the top teams in the league so far?
Well, Kevin, there's some that have definitely impressed me so far, but it's a long season. I want to see if those at the top can keep playing at that level.
Solid job of moving the ball by Green, setting up a teammate.
After Rizachet. Here's Connor. What a tremendous game he played against Utah. And here's Booker. Brooks with no one around. And that one's good, Junior.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Green inside the three-point line. Rebound by Johnson.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he could hit, and there wasn't much. Resistance either.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Outside, Green. Back to Booker. Pass to Green. And it's Tiny with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Daniels against Booker. And Junior throws it down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Johnson with a screen on Brooks. Shot by Connor, no good.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. He needs to just settle down and move the ball for better shots.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Tiny? Averaging around 35 a clip, 8 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yeah, their entire system would look different if they didn't have this guy to depend on.
And last season, Greg, Devin Booker became the Phoenix Suns' all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, he passed Hall of Famer Walter Davis to achieve that feat. Booker is a guy that wants to be a Sun for life, so I expect him to break even more franchise records.
And the shot goes down.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
After Rizachet. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. The shot by O'Connell, no good.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
Now, here's Junior. Shot clock at 5. Here's Booker. That's short off the rim. The Hawks trail by 6. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Johnson, the pass to Connor. That's it, coming off an assist from Johnson. Connor's got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Booker. No good from 18. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Hawks. After Rizachet. Hawks passing it around. Shot by Connor, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Brooks outside. The Suns need to get a shot off. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Okongwu. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, this is why you really got to hit Okongwu if you're going to foul him, or else he'll just power right through.
And last year, coach, for the Hawks ended in disappointment, but they're feeling good about this roster.
Well, they've assembled some exciting young talent, a real depth of talent at the forward positions. Once they mature, they could be dangerous.
That one drops. He ties it up.
But what I like most about Okongwu is his switchability defensively. He has the size to battle down low and the quickness to guard on the perimeter.
Williams sets a screen for Green. Launches it. Slammed in by Williams.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, impressive play in the paint. Daniels passes to Connor. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Brooks.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Pass to Okongwu. And here's Daniels. The Hawks again can hit. To the middle. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And Riza the bucket on the assist by Johnson.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Williams sets a screen for Green. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
Heads-up play by Green, using the pick and roll to create space for his team.
Daniels with it. Still scoreless. Okongwu finds Riza. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
A chance to check out some stats for Junior. It's been a magnificent season thus far. And he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And it's a strong accomplishment. Third best in field goal percentage. He just refuses to take bad shots. That's why his coaches love him. Suns leading by 4. Now Booker. You talk about a player who can absolutely light it up. He averages over 31 points a game. Williams kicks to Green. It's stolen. Inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Riza does a nice job of drawing the contact on his way up now. A chance at the line.
For Atlanta, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. The free throw drops for Riza. To stand both the 23 and 24 first overall picks coming from France, Riza, the top selection by Atlanta in 24.
Look, and I thought Riza just got better as his rookie year went on, and he's going to continue to improve from year to year. This guy can shoot the ball, he can defend, and he really improved his passing as the year went on.
Looking like your classic wing. Zachary Riza is 6'8", long, and can hit threes. A real modern swingman.
Just 5 on the clock. Dean passes the book. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
To the inside. And stolen by Junior. Brooks the pass to Green. Here's Junior. Brooks down low. 1-point lead. Good. Nice job down low.
And there's a little size to Brooks. 6'7", and he can get it done against good D inside.
Here's Riza. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points per game. Drains it from beyond the arc.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
On the wing, Green. Scoreless thus far. Puts it up from 12. Rebound, Atlanta. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Connor. No good. That would have tied it.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything he wanted defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Risache, defended by Booker, and stolen by Junior. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Okay, well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in, it was a really important time, and it was good for me." Kevin, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Connor. Brooks covering. Six on the shot clock. Here's Connor. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Brooks, the pass to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Look at Green just taking off and throwing it down right in the face of the defense.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. You know, GA, it seems like a lot of players welcome the opportunity to play in Phoenix. Talk about what makes this market to a player is so appealing.
I mean, the weather has a lot to do with it, right? Basketball is a real sport, so for those snowbirds out there, Arizona is a great choice.
Comes in for Jalen Johnson. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Zachary Risache. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Tiny. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. And here's Daniels. Still yet to score. Pass to Kuminga. Clock at 6. Over O'Neal. Kuminga, no good.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Here's Gillespie. Pass to O'Neal. Lets it go with the 3. The offensive rebound. Latrey. Allen passes to Gillespie. Now here's Goodwin. Beyond the arc. Here's Allen. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle.
That's
and now
good.
a 3-point play chance here for him.
Shooting one. To just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the night.
One shot.
There's 57 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Daniels with it. Nothing on the board. Landale pass to McCollum. 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Alexander Walker. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the bump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And it's Gillespie missing. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They trail by 7. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them. So that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
And so it's Phoenix putting the quarter to close with a 7-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, you can bet their coach is encouraging them to keep up the extra effort. It's more than paying off.
Royce O'Neal is out there with Dunn. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Iguodala in at the center. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Down low, deflects the pass. Pass to Gillespie. Oh, good with the triple. The Hawks trail by 5. Kuminga kicks to McCollum. Out left to the wing. Here's Landale. And again, it's Atlanta.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
There's the screen. Here's Gillespie. And it's Phoenix scoring again. And Atlanta has possession. Pass to Alexander Walker. Outside, Kuminga. Here's Connor. He's got 5. Shot clock at 6. Yep, that one goes in there. Connor's got 7 points in the game.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And Booker hits to O'Neal. To the paint. Here's Iguodala.
And goes out with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Connor. He's got 7. Now Landale. 4 on the clock. Cullen passes to Connor. Over Booker. The shot by Connor, no good.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
And finished off by O'Neal.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that. The defense has to be better there.
Phoenix from three-point range. McCollum's got his second basket of the game.
Well, he's around a 40% career shooter from 3. McCollum adding another 3 to his prolific talent.
Plays up the pick. On the wing, Booker. Over McCollum. Booker, no good.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
Suns leading by 4. O'Neal with it, now defended by McCollum. O'Neal against McCollum. To the inside. And here's the break. And here we go. Here's Alexander Walker. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Gillespie. They set the screen. After Iguodala. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? McCollum looking it over. Landale.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
O'Neal outside, wants to get it to done and does. 5 on the clock. With 3, Booker. Rebound, Atlanta. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Pass to Landale. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. Landale's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Booker. Looking to end his cold spell. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Connor. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to McCollum. That one off the back iron and out.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Kuminga against Booker. Crosses over. And communication is so crucial to winning basketball. Coach, teams that can get on the same page quickly, they clearly have an edge, right?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know that there's anything other than effort, maybe, that is more important to good defense than communication. The only way teams can be on the same page on how you want to cover certain situations is with great talk. It's got to be early, it's got to be loud, and it's got to be repeated.
Now see who the league's top scorers are. And you look at Tiny, 3rd in the league. He typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
And the first one drops.
An elite offensive threat. Booker continues to try and find ways to improve his game.
good on both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Aston Rizachet. Now, here's Okongwu. Last time, 14 points for him. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, with that explosive leaping ability, Okongwu is someone who spaces the floor vertically.
And here is Green. 23 points his last outing. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds. Green against Daniels. From the baseline. Phoenix grabs the miss. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. And Booker kicks to Brooks. Pass to Williams. Out to the wing. Booker outside. Shoots over Johnson. That one wide left. Atlanta's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Connor. Guarded by Green. And the basket by Connor. Connor's got it all tied up now for Atlanta. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Outside Williams. And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Booker outside. Spins. 6 to shoot.
Solid defense from Daniels. He knows how to use his length and athleticism to affect shooters.
Pass to Connor. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Phoenix has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Green dishes to Booker. Pass to Williams. And stolen by Okongwu. Daniels with it. 9 points last game out. Inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Daniels. He's averaging about 7 points a game, over 2.5 steals and 6 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
Yeah, and make no mistake, we're watching a special guy here, and his numbers only tell a fraction of the story.
A floater, and it's Green missing. Green's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Here's Rizachet. On this that time, would have put him up. Well, Phoenix shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. They kick it out to Green. To the middle. Here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Well, Rizachet has decent size, and he uses it well at times to put points on the board.
There's a screen. With 3, Booker. Rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
So we're talking about Dyson Daniels here, Greg. Just how incredible a defender is this kid?
I mean, last season, he came in second in terms of voting for Defensive Player of the Year, led the league in steals, and this young man's just getting started. Figures to be a problem for a long time.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And how about the emergence, Stan, of Dyson Daniels as an elite wing defender?
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think what happened with Dyson Daniels is he just got a chance to step into more playing time, and as he got that consistent time, he showed that he's not only one of the best defenders in this league, but he's got more offensive skill than people thought he had also.
He hits one and misses one each at the line.
Well, when he's on the floor, Dyson Daniels gives you uncapped energy. He's really committed to going all out.
Booker looking around. Outside, Green. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Connor. Brooks covering. And the basket by Connor. Connor's got the lead up to 3 now for Atlanta.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Yeah, a skilled player can work around the mismatch. He's used to dealing with larger guys.
And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Booker. Williams has got 8 points.
And you got to respect Booker. I mean, he's added to his game every year and becoming a more willing passer.
Here's Connor. He's got 11. Nice D from Brooks. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Atlanta. They're up by 1. 40. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Coach Quinn Snyder, and Coach, you're getting stops in the first half. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we're playing hard, scrambling, picking up our effort, trying to be precise and disciplined and talk, and we're not resting on our laurels at any point.
Hopefully you can remain active on the defensive end in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for the participant.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up. What a splash these young fellas have made, huh?
You want to see a splash? Watch Shaq do a cannonball. He can empty a whole pool. We were in Cancun one summer, Ernie, and it was crazy.
Well, that's how you're supposed to do it. When Kenny jumps in the water, it barely moves. You want to be big time? You got to make the big splash.
I think we're going to need some more towels over here. And let's discuss the first half. So far, Atlanta's in a close one.
This bench, they've been destructive. High energy, attacking like torpedoes.
Rising from the depths, 20,000 points from under the sea.
I see where you're going, but check this out. Making big waves out there, Ernie.
Ooh, well done. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Look at Tiny. He's been really playing well.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steal.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. The small and power forwards are Risa Shea and Johnson. Daniels out there with Tiny. And it's O'Connell into the seventh for an afternoon. Down low. They kick it out to Green. That's off, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Green's got the opening bucket to start the second half of the Celtics. The Hawks trailing. Daniels passes to Johnson. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Devin Booker. And the Hawks with possession here. Bounce pass from Risacher. Good on the triple. Johnson's got 6 points.
That's an assertive play by Johnson. He was really looking to answer that last one.
Booker dishes to Green. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here. And the dunk by Booker.
Going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Here's Connor. He's got 11. Johnson with a screen on Brooks. Inside. Johnson with the jam.
Well, how about the toughness Johnson showed there? It's clear he fears no one and loves capitalizing through contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Johnson.
While Johnson is a talented scorer, what I like about him is that he doesn't need plays called for him in order to make an impact. He can score naturally in the flow of the offense.
It's hauled in by the Suns. Now Green. He's got 5. Booker outside. Now here's Green. He's guarded close. Here's Dean. Rebound Atlanta. Johnson's got 8 rebounds in this game. He lobs it up. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center, but right there, Okongwu makes up for it with his athleticism.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott.
Timeout.
Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA.
To have a player on this list. A quick update now on the top field goal percentage shooters in the NBA. You look at Junior, so solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. Green kicks to Junior. Was Green. Booker. The shot, no good. Excellent defense from Daniel. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Over to the wing. And stolen by Booker. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. The kick out to Williams. And stolen by Daniels. Here we go, one-on-one. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. The first one falls for him. Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
Here's Connor. 11 points in the game. Over Brooks. Atlanta again, missing.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Green passes to Williams. Now here's Brooks. Booker outside. Shot clock at 6. Over Johnson. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
And another miss. Ooh. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Booker against Johnson. Ball's not loose. Rizachet with the steal. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's Connor. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists now in this one. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Hawks.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Coming onto the floor for the Hawks, number 0, Jonathan Kuminga.
On defense, Phoenix. Okongwu, the pass to Daniels. Here's Kuminga. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 4 assists now tonight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Williams dishes to Green. Just 4 to shoot. The shot by Williams, no good.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Daniels finds Okongwu.
Good awareness from Daniels there to read the floor and see the ready scorer.
Now here's Green. 7 points in the game. Here's Booker. And Devin Booker in the paint.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Johnson outside. Pass to Kuminga. Okongwu with a screen on Booker. Kuminga, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that's up.
Brooks outside. Right side, Green. Dean passes to Booker. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Atlanta. They're on a 15-6 run. Outside, Kuminga. Pass to Johnson. Over to the left wing. Connor. And he's good on the 3-ball. Connor's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Indeed,
back to Booker. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by Booker. The Hawks leading by 10. Pass to Connor. Floats it up for Kuminga. The shot comes out.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about tweaking the game. He said analytics take sports in a certain direction because it's a coach and GM's job to win, and they'll do everything they can to do so under the existing rules. It's on us to adjust because we're also looking at the aesthetic appeal of the game. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Here's Kuminga. And it's Junior with the rebound. Junior's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Here's Green. And great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And almost any time he wants, Green can put the ball on the floor and make a play.
And Quinn Snyder wins the timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Here they are, your Suns Panthers.
Checked in, and Royce O'Neal subbed in for Dylan Brooks. Then for the Hawks, Jock Landale's checked in for Okongwu. Alexander Walker comes in for Tiny. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Dyson Daniels. Phoenix on defense. Johnson, the pass to Alexander Walker. Here's McCollum. And that one, good. McCollum's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, whether he's scoring or passing, McCollum is extremely skilled at running the pick and roll.
Iguodala, no good. The Hawks leading by 7. Johnson, the pass to Alexander Walker. Landale with it. He's got 6. McCollum left side, 4 on the shot clock. That one misses. Booker left side. Takes the three. Devin Booker, three, right down the hatch.
Knowing his team needs a lift, he's putting them on his back.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
First team foul. At the line for Phoenix, Devin Booker.
One shot.
Shooting one.
Free throw, good, Booker. And here's McCollum. He has 7. Pass to Alexander Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Johnson. O'Neal with the rebound.
Just tremendous defense right there. Applying the pressure.
And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Dean passes to Gillespie. O'Neal wide open. And the Suns another 3.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Now here's McCollum. Defense is right there. Basket counts. McCollum's got 4 points in the quarter.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Booker outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebounded by the Hawks.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And over the years, McCollum has become one of the more reliable scorers in our league.
Now Booker, 13 points in the game. Pass to Gillespie. Great assist by Booker. As that one goes in.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Johnson hits to McCollum. 19 seconds left to play in the third. Basket good. McCollum's got 13 points.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Booker outside. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Suns. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. He'll get you back to the action after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. Yeah, good.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure down.
That is incredible.
And one of Green's best assets, his leaping ability. He's a natural athlete, very explosive.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Now here's McCollum. He's guarded closely. Here's Landale. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on. Come on, Mama Watch.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working hitting inside and getting good shots from close range.
At the line for one.
Free throw good. Landale. The Suns trailing. Goodwin feeling it out. And it's Tiny with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
So it's Phoenix now. On the wing, Green. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now here's McCollum. Tight defense on him. Outside, Kuminga. Shoots the 3. Atlanta gets it back. It's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Shot by Connor, no good. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Allen, right side. Rocket 6. Here's Goodwin. Good D by McCollum. The Hawks leading. Goes to Alexander Walker. Outside, Kuminga. Here's Connor. Guarded by Green. Shoots it up. Atlanta again, missing. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A kick out to O'Neal. It's stolen by Kuminga. McCollum outside. Pass to Connor. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. Suns trail by 3. Now, here's O'Neal. Defended by Kuminga. The empty route. A kick out to O'Neal. Stolen by McCollum. Kuminga the pass to McCollum. Got a hand on it. To the inside. Here's Allen. And he drops him away up on the glass. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. McCollum outside. Shot clock at 6. To the wing on the left. Here's Connor. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Green. Pass to O'Neal. Throws it up high. It's tipped. To take the lead. And Jalen Green gets the 3. And the Suns lead by 2.
You can see the timeout's building now that he's found his mark from 3 in this second half. The defense is going to have to do a better job.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. There was no hesitation. He wants to talk to the team right now. Good substitution here for Phoenix. Mark Williams is checked in for Malachi. Jr. comes in for Royce O'Neal. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Booker in for Goodwin. Atlanta also making some changes here. Okongwu's checked in for Jock Landale. Jalen Johnson comes in for Kuminga. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for C.J. McCollum. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He was harping on the number of offensive rebounds that they've given up. He told them they have to recommit to the defensive glass. He said, quote, "We're not walking away with the W if we don't box out." Simple message, guys, but an important one.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And here's Phoenix. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Brooks dishes to Booker. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Third personal foul.
And Booker finds his way to the line a lot because he's adept at putting pressure on the defense.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
And he makes both free throws. The Hawks trail by 7. Johnson outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Daniels finds Johnson. Okongwu with the screen for Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Over Junior. Atlanta again missing.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. 7-point differential. Pass to Connor. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
3-point field goal.
Daniels has got his 6th assist on the night.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Brooks kicks to Green. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Green's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Suns. Pass to Connor. Back to Daniels. Daniels has a screen for Johnson. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And here is Green. He's covered by Daniels. For the finish. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And Daniels makes sure to capitalize on that easy scoring.
Booker in stride. Master Williams. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
How many times have we seen a possession take that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Back to Daniels. Here's Alexander Walker. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shot by Connor, no good. And it's the Suns' ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Booker outside. Pass to Green. There's the 3. And he recovers it. Now here's Booker, defended by Alexander Walker. Clock at 4. There's Williams. Good. Nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 6 assists now in the game.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
To the middle, and stolen by Williams. To the paint, here's Dean, and Junior throws it down.
He takes advantage of him in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the box.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Green, the pass to Dean, and Junior throws it down.
court, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Daniels against Green. Pass to Alexander Walker. The Hawks again get hit.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Booker outside. Al Brooks. Green outside. No good from three. The Hawks trail by 13. Okongwu lays it in off the window.
And even if you risk a foul, the D has to play him tougher when he gets it that deep.
Yeah, once he gets the ball in that spot, help has to be very quick to rotate over.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
Let's turn up the energy contest with your Hot Squad. Let me hear you make some noise.
That does not go. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option in the game.
2 minutes.
Johnson against Booker. Puts up the three. Okongwu pulls it down. The Hawks trail by 13. A 15-footer. There's the jumper. Nice one.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
And so Green will bring it up for Phoenix. Off the glass.
Another big play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Phoenix leading by 13. Brooks outside. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter of this one. 6 on the shot clock. Jalen Green. Shot goes off. Atlanta's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Suns.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Junior.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game, and so often that's the difference.
So it's the Suns going easily here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And as we part ways, we present our player of the game.
year, Greg?
You know, I think it's a little early for that. I mean, those decisions are a long way off. But, you know, B.A., I guess it never hurts to take a peek.
So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. They've got Josh Giddey. He's out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Lee in at the 3, the small forward. Jackson for 3. Sinks the tray.
Yeah, Jackson Jr. does have this in his bag. The big man can punish you from range.
Pass to the bodyguard. Here's Lee. It's guarded by Markkanen. Lee misses. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. It's a 3-point game. Kessler a screen. Here's the Magician. Off target from 3-point range. Pass to the bodyguard. Chicago passing it around. Here's Buzelis. Here's Lee. He buries it from 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. George finds Markkanen. Back to George. Pass to the Magician. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's the bodyguard. Giddey passes to Simons. No good on the 3. The Jazz have gone 1 for 3 so far. Inside, here's Jackson over Buzelis. The Jazz again can't hit.
Well, stay attached, affect the quality of the shot. That is excellent interior defense.
Outside Giddey. Out to Simons. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. Pass to Buzelis. Here's the bodyguard. He's covered by Kessler. The bodyguard. The pass to Simons. And that misses. That would have put him up.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And that one's good. The Magician.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Giddey. 14 points his last outing. Here's Lee. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Lee's got 5.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Jackson for 3. And it's Chicago with a board. Defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
And it's Utah with the ball. Chicago making their last shot. Here's Markkanen. Nails the baby hook.
Again, Markkanen is 7 feet tall. Feeding him on the interior is probably a good decision. That's a nice touch by the big man.
And last season, the Jazz with the worst record in franchise history.
You're losing with a plan, though. Utah, such a smart organization. If you're going to tear it down to the studs, do it in a good draft year.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
There's the 3. Lee misses.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he hit us too.
They get it again. Kessler with a bucket.
Exactly what Kessler does off every miss. Go pursue the basketball and get the opportunity for a second chance.
Now here's Giddey. Checking the numbers. He's averaging close to 15 a game. The jump hook. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
Jackson, right side. Pass to the Magician. Chicago with a rebound. The bodyguard's got 4 rebounds now.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now. Looking a little out of sorts. Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Here's Jackson. Let's go with a three. And the three-pointer goes. The Magician's got 5.
Boy, that's just inviting trouble. Defensively, you simply can't give him that much space.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
With the offense reeling, Coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
So let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You take a look at Utah. Not the start they were hoping for. They're in the bottom half of their conference. Now here's Giddey. Simons outside. Here's Lee. The three ball. The Magician grabs the miss. The Magician's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to George. Markkanen with it. In his last outing, he had 11 points. It's an even 3-on-3 break.
Jaren Jackson. First personal foul. First team foul.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the evening.
2 shots.
Two.
First one falls for him. Good from the line that time.
This guy is such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
Markkanen outside. Pass to the Magician. Utah moving the ball around. It's picked off. Here's Lee. And the 18-footer right on the mark. Lee's got 11 points.
He's been on a nice little run in this first quarter. He is laser focused.
Jackson outside. Now here's George. To the inside. Here's the Magician. Oh, and now with no question, powered it down.
I'll tell you, delivering the basketball in tight spots is not easy, but he made it look that way.
And the more experience George gets, the more confident he looks.
Well, Keontae George is an excellent athlete. He's got positional size to play the lead guard, but he's got to develop as a playmaker. He took that step this past season, and we know this. The guy is elite athletically, but there's a lot of good building blocks here.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Two.
First free throw is good. Hits both from the stripe.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
Utah leading. Here's the Magician. He's got 7. From deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from downtown. He's got 10.
Well, guys love the score. But the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Jazz leading by 4. Back to George. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And so Simons will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Lee. Hits the trifecta. Lee's got 14 points.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Checked in for Kessler. Bailey comes in for Markkanen. And it's Collier in for George. Here's Jackson. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. From behind the arc. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Smith with a screen on Jackson. Smith outside. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And the dunk by Jackson.
What confidence from Jackson there. Just taking it right at the defense and overpowering them.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Jazz?
What's up? In today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
And the growth of Jackson Jr. is downright scary, especially defensively. This guy has been upping his game, and no opponent is happy about that.
Now here's Ivey. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Pass to Collier. Here's the Magician. Now here's Nurkic. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Doris, while he's selective about it, Jusuf Nurkic has added a three-pointer to his game.
I think if you're a big in the modern NBA, you understand that your game is always about adapting to what's next. And listen, you have to be selective if you're just adding this element, but Jusuf Nurkic trying to evolve.
That's good from Nurkic.
Well, you love the competitiveness you get nightly from Jusuf Nurkic. The other thing you love is commitment to team, willing to back up teammates.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process. Seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Giddey. The Jazz making their last shot. Ivey, left side. Pass to Smith, looking to win the run, and that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Yeah, Jalen Smith wants to stretch the floor. He's got a sweet shot.
Utah leading by 7. Here's Collier. Still without a bucket. Here's the Magician. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Picked by Smith. Jacks up a 3. Rebound, Utah. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
And so here is Chicago, following the bucket by the Jazz.
Boy, you allow a shooter of his caliber to get that good a look, and good night.
Here's the Magician, coming off a 28-point game against Atlanta.
And more impressive to me than his scoring was his playmaking. Really an all-around offensive clinic.
Here's the Magician, 5 on the clock. Jackson for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Jackson's got 8 points.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now Ivey. Still no points. Picked by Smith. Puts up a 3. No good there. And so it's Utah. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be back in a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Jazz, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
On the court for Chicago, Colin Sexton out there with Trey Jones. Then there's Jaden Ivey, and it's the bodyguard in at the center position. Now here's Nurkic. Back to Markkanen. Boom! Markkanen drills the 3.
Well, the man from Finland is very confident in that jumper. Markkanen, no doubt.
Chicago passing it around. Pass to Lee from the arc. The rebound by Markkanen.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
Here's Collier, defended by Jones. Here's Sensabaugh. Lets the 3 fly, and it's Lee with the rebound. Bulls trail by 12. Pass to Sexton. And here's Ivey. Outside for Sexton. Off target from outside. Utah's gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Here's Bailey. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated trying to get a way to stop him.
Collier, no good. The Bulls have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Outside Jones. Here's Lee. Pass to Ivy. Nurkic with some nice D.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's the bodyguard. 20 points for him last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
You know, couple that with the 4 big blocks, he was awesome on the defensive end as well.
Chicago shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
One shot.
One shot. One shot.
And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the whole discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras could start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Chance to look at some numbers for Matas Buzelis. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Markkanen outside. Pass to Collier. 6 on the shot clock. Nails it from 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Bulls trail by 12. Ivy outside. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
Pass to Markkanen. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Lee misses.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Collier. Here's Bailey. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Markkanen outside. Pass to Nurkic. The fadeaway. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound. The bodyguard's got 6 rebounds here tonight to the paint. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Nurkic. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You look at the Bulls, they currently hold the 4th best record in the conference.
Checking out Chicago, you have to acknowledge that they've really hung tough this season, avoiding a lot of the bumps in the road that other contenders have gone through.
The resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
And the by the bodyguard.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Pass to Markkanen. Here's Collier, defended by Jones. Here's Collier, and it's rejected. And he'll take a trip to the line for two. Clearly got fouled on that shot. You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role, Doris.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because
Take a
his
break.
primary
Take a break.
job description is
2 shots.
facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
And he drops the first. Well, one thing fans always have opinions about is NBA officiating.
Listen, I'm going to let the fans go crazy. What I recognize is officiating is one of the toughest jobs in the world. This game moves so quickly. They are making decisions in real time at sometimes very difficult angles. I am here to support the officials all the way.
Now here's Ivey. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Sexton passes to the bodyguard. Here's Lee. Over Markkanen. And the basket by Lee. Lee's got 18 points in the game.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Players who have really brought it on the offensive end. Here are the NBA's leading rookie scorers. Jazz leading by 9. Here's Collier. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Markkanen outside. Here's Bailey. Ivey defends. Pass to Collier. The three. Utah with another miss. The Bulls trail by 9. A deep three. Lee misses. For Utah, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Utah with another miss. The Bulls have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. The bodyguard, the pass to Ivey, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Jazz leading by 9. Here's the Magician. He's got 15. Kessler a screen. Here's Markkanen. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound. The bodyguard's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. It's Giddey on the wing. George defending. And he lobs it up. Stolen by Kessler. George feels it out a bit. Pass to Markkanen. They set the screen. There's the block. Here's the bodyguard. Three-pointer, no good. George outside. Here's the magician, doing damage on offense. He's averaging about 29.5 a game.
First personal foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for your Jazz, number 1. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as he hits both shots.
I love it. In attack mode. Drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Here's the bodyguard. Kessler with the block.
Strong ball by Kessler at the rim. The 7-footer having none of it.
Here's Lee. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And he brought the defense, secured 4 steals over the course of the game.
The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got his 3rd assist of the night.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Jackson for 3. It's all in by the Bulls. This game against Utah, the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, they had some trouble with this team last year, splitting the season series.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Okay, Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Ryan, back to you.
That's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Lee, following the bucket by Utah. From deep three-point land, Kessler with a rebound. Utah leading by 8.
And that's 2 fouls for him so far. But I still think he needs to stay aggressive.
3rd team foul.
Markkanen outside. George outside. Shot clock at 5. Kessler up top. Chicago with a rebound. Giddey's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Lee. There's a screen. Takes the 3. Gets the 3-ball to go. Lee's got 24.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
Here's the magician. He's got 19.
Big finish! Did you see that?
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Wow! That type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Now here's Giddey. They trail by 7. Pass to Lee. Plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Kessler. Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. gets them both.
This is how you stay in the game. They're doing a beautiful job from the line. 100% this quarter.
Pass to the Magician. From 12 feet, that one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
Yeah, every coach wants assisted buckets. Guys like George, they move the ball.
Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple. Lee's got 29.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
George passes to Kessler. Jackson on the wing. George for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Lee's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Simons for 3.
First personal foul, third team foul.
Jazz leading by 4. George left side. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Buzelis, defended by Jackson. Outside Giddey. Oh, there's the alley. Stolen by Kessler. Here's the Magician. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Now here's Simons. In his last outing, he had 11 points.
You got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Here's Lee. And there's another one for Chicago.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's the Magician. 28 points for him. Puts up a deep 3. That one doesn't drop.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Jazz leading by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story. Things are going well for the Utah Jazz.
You see their intent right away, Shaq. I mean, finding high percentage shots, that's great. Right now, that's their advantage.
Yeah, they've established a strong foundation offensively, and they're building on that. All right, now, still early on, but let's check out the Western Conference standings.
You know, right now for Utah, they've played below average basketball coming out the gates. They were hoping for more. They were talking a good game in the preseason, but they have not backed it up. Like you never back anything up, Ernie.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. The Bulls trail by 5. Lauri Markkanen out there with Jackson. Then it's Walker Kessler. Then there's Keontae George. And it's the Magician in a shooting guard. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing. Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. From downtown, and it's Lee with the rebound. Lee's got 9 rebounds now. The bodyguard, the pass to Simons. Outside Giddey. Down low. Here's the Magician. Launches it from deep. No luck on that one.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line. That one on Kessler.
First team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Lee. 1 shot.
One shot.
And it's tied up with that one. The Jazz have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. George against Giddey. Pass to the Magician. Down it goes. Jam that one home.
Boy, when he's not beating you with the shot, George can absolutely beat you with the pass.
And so here is Chicago. Giddey passes to the bodyguard. Back to Giddey. Here's Lee. It's guarded by Markkanen. Shot clock at 6. Shot from the wing. Offensive rebound. And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gates. Just keep your rhythm now.
Number 9 at the line for 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
So now they lead by 1. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
This pause in the action provides an opportunity to look at the best fast break teams in the league. Utah, number 1.
You have to appreciate their effort and conditioning. It takes a lot of energy to play that fast breaking style.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. The Magician, pass to Markkanen. Utah moving the ball around. And he's going for the oop here. Here's Lee. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. 3 points. And now it's a 4-point Chicago lead.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
George passes to the Magician. Markkanen up top. Shoots. From the top of the key, he buries it. Markkanen's got 10 points in the game.
Well, nice job to capitalize right there in an instance where all you got to do is catch and shoot.
Pass to Buzelis. Now here's Giddey. On the wing, Simons. Here's the pick. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. The Jazz have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Here's the Magician. Pass to Markkanen. The 3, George. Chicago with a rebound. It's Giddey on the wing. Oh, Jackson with the block.
Oh, that's a great block. Jackson protecting the house.
And we have to take another look at that block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
And so here is Chicago. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Giddey against George. Pass to the Magician. Clock at 6. Goes up at the elbow. And that's good for 2. The Magician's got 32 points.
The name of the game isn't scoring. It's scoring efficiency.
Here's Lee. Shot from the low post is good. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
George finds Markkanen. Jackson outside. Here's the Magician. He's covered by Simons. And that one's good. The Magician. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Sexton comes in for Simons, and it's Jones in for Giddey. And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for the Bulls. They swipe it. Here's the Magician. He's got 34. Jackson can't get it to go. Here's the bodyguard. It's guarded by Markkanen. Jones' shot is good.
Boy, certainly looked like the defense was okay, letting him shoot from 3. Well, let's remember, he can hit some of these.
George outside. Lets it go from deep. He drops it from range. George has got 7 points.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Jones, the pass to Lee. Right side, Sexton. 14 feet away. And there's another one for Chicago.
He has done the heavy lifting for them offensively. Now looking to close this thing out.
Utah's gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Here's the Magician. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. The Magician's got 36 points.
Oh, he's putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
Sexton looking around. The bodyguard, the pass to Lee. 4-3. Kessler with a rebound. The Jazz have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. Outside Jones. Here's Lee, the bodyguard. Great positioning on the putback. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Chicago.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Lee's got 45 points. Jazz trail by 4. The Magician pass to Jackson. It's George on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Marketing for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Lee's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to the bodyguard. Chicago passing it around. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
For the Bulls. Number 9, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Jackson outside. Pass to the Magician. Three-pointer. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one.
Boy, terrific individual effort. Almost single-handedly, this guy trying to keep them competitive.
Now here's Sexton. No points so far. Here's the bodyguard. Stolen by Kessler. Launches it. Another 3 for Utah.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now 2 more since the break.
So Billy Donovan calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Jusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kessler. Bailey comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Sensabaugh is checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's Collier in for George. Ivy outside. Tries a 10-footer. That one a little long. The Jazz have gotten 8 of 14 attempts to go in the second half so far.
Boy, bodying up there, making sure to get position. That's really nice rebounding technique.
It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for the Bulls, Jalen Smith. One shot.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
Well, so far, Jalen Smith has proven to be a quality role player. This guy works his tail off both ends.
And Bailey gets it to go.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And so here is Chicago. And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He's a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous. Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage of a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction. Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
Here's Collier. Here's the magician. Kept alive. From deep. It doesn't go for him.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Smith outside. The three is up. That one's off. His third miss out of 8 tries. And for the Jazz, they're shooting about 53% in the third. A very good number. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Giddey defends. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot is up. Again, Utah good for 2.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Ivy. Pass to Smith. Ivy outside. Shoots it from the high post. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the middle. Stolen by Ivy. Now Giddey. Fires the 3. Utah with the rebound. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 now. Out to the right wing. Here's the magician. He's got 42. Pass to Collier. Beyond the arc. Here's the magician. Fires for 3. Smith with the rebound. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Sexton. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Jones has got his 4th assist with that last one.
You love this. The pressure gets physical, and Colin Sexton doesn't blink. Nice job finishing through contact.
Here's the magician doing damage on offense. He's averaging about 29.5 a game. Here's Sensabaugh. And it's off from 3-point range. Third quarter comes to a close, and the battle brings it to a tie. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter when we return. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
Keep guarding now. We're doing a much better job defensively. We've eliminated second shots, which is great, okay? Keep that going.
Great solid D's, taking care of the boards. High priorities for Billy Donovan.
And I think the communication has been fantastic. The guys came prepared to do whatever it takes tonight, and coach is making good adjustments.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Bulls, Trey Jones is out there with Colin Sexton. Then there's Jaden Ivey, and it's Lee in at the 4. The first one falls. And so Jackson nails both of them. Chicago trailing here. Pass to the bodyguard. Here's Lee, defended by Jackson. Here's Lee. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Jaren Jackson picks one up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Shot's good from the stripe. Well, the Jazz shooting 52% from the floor so far. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Bailey. Now Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Unloads. Collier, no good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
And here's Ivey. Pass to Lee. Now Ivey. Now Jones. Here's Lee. Again! What an avalanche!
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Now here's Jackson. And they're on the break. Ivey passes to Jones. Here's the bodyguard. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Lee misses. Jazz trail by 3. Pass to George. And here's Nurkic. Here's Bailey. Sexton grabs the board. And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for the Bulls. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to the bodyguard. Back to Jones. Here's the bodyguard, defended by Jackson. Sexton misses. For Utah, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Here's Collier, defended by Jones. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
I mean, big-time finish from Jackson. He is a force out there.
Here's Sexton. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And you look at Colin Sexton. Puts points on the board, Graham, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
Free throw good from Sexton. And one of the standout skills for Colin Sexton That little floater in the lane.
The floater is an invaluable tool for virtually every guard in the league because when you touch the paint, generally speaking, you have bigs rotating to you. But there are a lot of things to love about Collin Sexton. This guy is so intense defensively, a tremendous competitor, and he's really trying to grow that jump shooting aspect, which will be critical. Well, Collin Sexton, I mean, great athleticism, unbelievable power, but there is an intensity that pours off this guy nightly that you have to admire. Well, this is a case where you use your size to full advantage, exactly what you're looking for.
For Utah, Bailey, one shot.
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to the bodyguard. There's the triple. It's rebounded by George.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1-3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
Here's Bailey. Utah moving the ball around to take the lead. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound. The bodyguards. Jones feels it out. Back to Sexton. From outside the arc. On target from range. Sexton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is a shot Collin Sexton has worked so hard to improve on. Can he be consistent from three-point range? That's going to be his 5th, guys. One more and he's done.
Some changes for Chicago. Bruce Ellis has checked in for Ivy, and Simon has subbed in for Jones. Here's George. Markkanen with a screen on Sexton. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to the Magician. The 3. And another miss by Utah.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Sexton against Jackson. Here's the bodyguard. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Jazz trail by 6. George outside. Pass to the Magician. 5 to shoot. Elbow shot on the way. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. The Magician's got 44. Stolen by Jackson. And here's George. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's the Magician. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th assist in this one.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Here's Lee. The 3 is up. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 5 rebounds tonight. George outside. Markkanen with a screen on Sexton to tie it up. George's shot is off.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
Simon's outside. Here's the 3. And the basket by Lee. Lee's got 53 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Markkanen right side. The steal. Lee into the lane. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Got a piece of it. Jazz trail by 7. Pass to the Magician. Markkanen outside. George against Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the Magician. Takes a 3. And it's Lee with the rebound. Lee's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Here's the bodyguard. He's covered by Kessler. The bodyguard. Pass to Lee. And again.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Here's the Magician. Kessler, a screen on Simons. It's Markkanen on the wing. Here they go. Ooh, Lauri Markkanen. Good from the corner.
Well, Markkanen sees an opportunity to make one of the easier threes in the NBA. That location in the corner, such valuable real estate.
Pass to Kessler. Utah moving the ball around. George passes to Markkanen. 4 on the clock. Utah needs to get off the shot here. Off target with the 3.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebound.
Alley-oop off top. Hammer it home.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Pass to the Magician. Now here's Jackson. George sets a screen. Here's the Magician. He shoots. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound. Here's Lee. For 3. Kessler with a rebound. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed. This is when you have to stay calm and execute. There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team. And they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. From downtown, the 3 is in.
He doesn't waste any time at all. Zealous got the ball and just attacked right away.
Here's the Magician. He's covered by Simons. Oh, the shot is off. Bulls leading by 9. Rebounded by Jackson.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
Here's Kessler. Jackson outside. 6 to shoot. Takes a 3. Oh, it doesn't go.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
From deep. Both hands there for a little extra.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Yeah, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And Giddey's got the ball here for the Bulls. Here's Simons. Rebounded by Markkanen. Utah has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Now Kessler. And a fast break now for the Bulls. And a quick 2 as he powers it in.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Here's Giddey. And another one. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And Utah calls time here. 24 seconds left in the fourth.
You have the camera on you. Yeah, we have a dancer.
Fires the three. Oh, another one falls. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Here's Lee. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And time to present our player of the game.